morning. My name is Alex Vanler. My personal safety equipment is always the correct tool for the job. Chemicals, they can work for you, but also against you. Today I will be discussing the proper control and usage of chemicals in the workplace. But first is some facts. According to nontoxicreboot.com, roughly 10% of 87,000 chemicals registered in the U.S. have been tested to potential health effects and death and injuries as well. Everyone can agree chemicals are a part of everyone's life. There are 5 to 7 million different chemicals known in the world. Chemicals that are used in the industrial maintenance field that we were part of can be described in a large number of ways. The most common effect on the worker and also the physical form of the chemical. Before using the chemicals, make sure you know the proper way to use them and how to control them if accidents happen. This is stated on the MSDS. The MSDS is a material safety data sheet that I have presented behind me for WD-40. It's a spray lubricant and also a rust prohibitor. And I'll kind of explain a little bit on. So it's got the identification on what the product is called, where it's manufactured, who it's made by, an emergency line for that product. And then the first start off with hazards. So it's got extremely flammable, contains gas under pressure, and may be fatal if swallowed or enters airways. It's got how to prevent that from happening. The response is swallowed. Of course, you want to contact the poison center or get to a hospital immediately. Storage, where to keep it. Get it out of sunlight, because sunlight will cause that can to heat up and could potentially create an explosion. Store in a well-ventilated place. And then this is the different ingredients in the actual WD-40 itself. And then it's got first aid measures. What to happen if you did ingest it. What to happen if it would come into eye contact with you, skin contact, breathing it in, and signs and symptoms of exposure. There's, in case you have a reaction where it would cause a fire, how to fight that and to extinguish it. Here's what kind of PPE and personal precautions and procedures you need to take on number 6. Handling and storage, once again, on where to keep it. Avoid contact with eyes again. Avoid breathing vapors. Only use in adequate ventilation. Keep away from heat, sparks, pilot lights, control surfaces, hot surfaces, and open flames. After that, conditions for safe storage. Exposure, personal protection, and then one of the biggest things is at the end. So material safety data sheets have to be updated every 3 years. So they don't have to be changed every 3 years, but they have to be inspected and certified. So improper use of chemicals, of course, can result in death or injuries. Don't just think about yourself when you're using the chemicals. Remember others that are in your area and communicate with them on what your job plan is and how you're going to be using the chemicals. According to MSDSonline.com, material safety data sheets cannot be more than 3 years old. If new significant information becomes available more than 3 years has elapsed, the supplier is required to update the product label and the MSDS. So why is it needed to safely use chemicals? Improper use of chemicals can cause an accident quickly. For example, at my old employer where I used to work, someone accidentally mixed 2 chemicals and created a small chemical fire due to the chemicals working against each other instead of with each other. In conclusion, that not only was affecting our work environment, but it affected everybody's work environment that was working with us that day. The proper way to control chemicals in the workplace can help you finish your job quicker. Remember, they can work against you as well as with you. Always check the MSDS if you have any questions or uncertain how to use the chemical, because if you use it and you're unaware of the potential hazards, you're putting yourself and others in harm's way. If you still have questions and need a better explanation, ask a team member. Someone you see using chemicals incorrectly, say something. It's also your life that can be in danger. I hope everyone is a little bit more aware of how chemicals can affect you and also help you. Thanks for stopping in.